How's it going, guys? Bring Your Platoon here, and welcome back to another great set of games in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today I'll be playing in the Sheridan, and again I say giving you a double feature. That is 2 games, side to side, back to back, however you want to view that. So, the Sheridan is my first Tier 10 light tank. I then reached the AMX 13105 in the French line, and I gotta say this thing beats it by a country mile. Why? Because its mobility and maneuverability is unmatched, except by that of the Well, I guess I won't go and compare to other Tier 10s because I don't know what their statistics are, and I don't want to lie to you folks. So let's just get right down to it. It's got a 105mm gun, 236 pen on your standard APCR rounds, 280mm of penetration on your premium heat rounds, and then 53mm of pen for your high explosive rounds, I believe is the case for this tank. Tier 10, USA, and yes, I'm on tanks.gg. And what do you get for high explosive? Oh my god, I was right. 53mm of pen. Hell yeah. And of course, since it is a 105mm, you'll be dealing 390 damage on average, except for the high explosive rounds, which deal 480 instead if you pen. Dispersion values at 100 meters is 0.40. Sounds terrible, but it's really not that bad, especially if you lower the dispersion values by using Brothers in Arms, Vents, and Cola, if you so choose to use it. I do not, because it's an American tank, and this thing gets set on fire easily because reasons. I don't know what hit me there. I was afraid it was the bat chat starting to clip me out, but I don't know what the fuck hit me there. So yeah, this thing, top speed 65 kilometers an hour, and reverse speed is very weird, topping out at 22 kilometers an hour, 1600 health, 420 base view range. Oh wow, I guess you could afford to use the Cola considering the fire chance on this thing is only 12%. But the Object 430 version 2 says it's a 15% chance to be set on fire, and I got set on fire twice in a row with 2 shots. So better to be safe than sorry, I guess. Gun depression on this thing is 10 degrees, gun elevation is 20 degrees. It's fast as fuck. It can reach 65 kilometers in, like, I don't know, maybe 4 seconds. It's pretty fucking fast. But it also has a little secret with the armor, ignoring everything else about the armor. It's got spaced armor, which I guess is good for high explosives, but it's only 3mm of spaced armor, so don't count on that to absorb anything for you. But there is a spot in the back that is an auto-absorb spot. It doesn't matter what you fire at it. For some reason, it's just an empty... It just has spaced armor and nothing else behind it. It's basically a black hole. Anything you fire at it or hit it with, doesn't matter. It'll bounce off because reasons. But yeah, it's got weird ass armor, literal weird ass armor, and sometimes you'll get really lucky and ricochet something crazy like a Jagdpanzer 100 shot. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Anywhere else they hit you, you're obviously gonna get penned. And how do I use this thing? Obviously as a spotter first and foremost, and then an assisting tank, because you can go in, be a part of the action, and then hightail it out of there with your 65 kilometers an hour at 4 seconds acceleration rate. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. I get a free pen on this Conqueror, trying to make his way across out in the open for whatever the fuck reason. 705A is trying to put a shot into me. He's gonna miss? Yeah, of course he is. But yeah, this thing's great. It's probably the most pleasant light tank I've ever played. It's not too fast like the Bulldog, and you will still find it to, like, drift a little bit, but it's nothing compared to what the Bulldog did. And you got a higher alpha gun, so it means you got to poke less and expose yourself less to get the damage you need to 3 market, which is ironically I think it used to be 5,000, and then I checked it just the other day, and it was at... I'm just going to recheck it right now to make sure I'm being accurate. 3,943 damage. So I guess 4,000 damage you need right now as of August 24th to 3-mark this vehicle. So that's not bad at all, considering the spotting capabilities of the tank. Its camouflage is also very decent as well. I think it's at 65 out of 100 without any crew skills on it, but that might be wrong. Maybe it's in the mid-50s. I don't know. It's not bad, though. Not bad at all, especially with the 420 view range and adding optics on top of that, because why not? But, yeah, I love it. It's mobile. It's got good pen for a light tank, and it just feels right. It's fun to drive, even if you have a kind of a mediocre game and only get 3,000 damage. That's usually when the team gets steamrolled and there's not a lot you can do for damage because they're all rolling towards you at once and you don't have a chance to hide yourself or get flanking shots. So that'll happen, though. That's bound to happen every game. And I'm having quite a shitty game, speaking of, at this moment in time, because my team is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I'm spotting I'm spotting people for them. They're finally getting shit upon, because when I'm in an E100, I sit at the back forever and do nothing instead of engaging front. I hate people. It's so dumb what people do in top tier heavies. I'm gonna camp with binoculars and a fucking camo net because herp the derp, I'm a heavy tank. But yeah, I'm taking advantage of my team and their stupidity. Like, they're trying to cap out the base, and thank Christ that the enemy team knew what they were doing, because they keep resetting it. And oh look, my team is dying. Oh no, I'm getting free damage. Suck my dick, team. Just suck my dick. Like, why are you capping? Ooh, there's a number difference. So let's throw our tanks away and get on the base and get obliterated by a patent spotting for them. Nice. Well done. Good job, boys. But see, a lot of good came out of this because, one, I don't know what the fucking Patton is doing at this moment in time, but he's just letting me wail on him, and I'm all for that. But I'm taking advantage of the situation that my team is presenting me with because while they're focused on resetting the cap and not being capped out, I'm essentially getting free damage here. Like, a lot more than I should have gotten in this game. I came over here, started with maybe almost 3,000 combined damage, and now look at me. Like, that's a mastery. So I went from really shitty game to around like 2 minutes over here and having phenomenal stats for the game. And I still got a decent amount of health. Do I get dicked down here? Maybe? No? Nobody shoots me? Holy shit. Could I have clutched this? Probably not. They had a Batchat, they had a Progetto. They were both very healthy. I think the Progetto was actually a 3 hit for me. But honestly, I was thinking at this point, it's going to be a loss, by the way. But don't worry, the next game is going to be kind of sort of better. Not in damage, but I 3-mark it in the next game. So, that's awesome. But my initial plan was to come up here, trick the Batchat, or try and spot the Batchat, which I do, and then put a shot into him, and then make him think I'm still at the top of the hill. I go down into that little dip, and then I floor it to back at the beginning of the hill where I first entered. And, like, I could have played this better, but honestly, for the damage that I got, one, I don't think I could have clutched it unless they were really, really bad. And, like, here's my plan. It's like, oh, I'm going to retreat. Just kidding. And then I go in the bowl. And then the Batchat's like, oh, there he is. Fucking get him. Like, I didn't think I would be spotted right there. But I fucking proxy spotted him because I forgot that was a thing. And I almost actually finish him here because he misses his first shot, right? And then I suspected he would miss there as well, but no such luck. And then my magic armor isn't working, so I'm going to die here. He needed one more pen to die. If he missed one more shot, I would have won that engagement, and then the Progetto would probably have rushed me. So, it is what it is. I think I did pretty well, besides, like, the last play. But, yeah, I looked at the Mark of Excellence requirement to get the third mark, and it's like, I can do that tonight. So I did. Granted, I had a few games that had, like, I don't know, 2,000 damage, and then I got fucking bum rushed by, what was it, medium tanks or something, and then I got, like, 0 damage because none of my shots were going where I needed them to go, and I just couldn't deal any damage. I don't know what happened. I honestly don't remember. But, yeah, it wasn't a good game. I'll tell you that one right now. But, like, even having a mediocre game, like 3,000 damage, only brought you down, like, 0.10, so it wasn't terrible. Yeah, it was definitely easier to do with the 4,000 damage requirement instead of the 5k damage requirement. But yeah, I still probably could have gotten the 5k damage requirement 3 mark, but again, much easier when you have a lot more leeway to work with. So on this map, if I'm in a light tank, I go down in this dip. I used to go up here in that little hill, but I stopped doing that when Artie blind fired me, and I got one tapped. Oh no, sorry. It was I got hit by a tank destroyer, then Artie dicked on me, and I was undetected. But that was cool. It wasn't a situation where I got detected there before and they knew I was going to be there. No, no, no. It was like 30 seconds into the match. I floored up there. No, not 30 seconds. That's too fast for the Artie to reload. But, like, it was the first minute and a half in the game. Undetected. I'm spotting for my team. And then, bam, I get fucking 2-tapped by TD and Artie. It was fucking great. I get 2 free pens on these guys crossing here, but I also know they have an artillery. Do not want to get splashed by him because I think it's a T-92. Could be wrong. So every time I go up there to spot their team, I make sure to have a habit of going back down beneath those cliffs to make Artie absolutely biff his shot if he does try to hit me, which they do love to fire over here. So, good on them. Don't know how that shot doesn't go through the Super Conquer, but luckily it doesn't matter. He gets hit by one of my allies. Ooh, twice there. Very nice. But, yeah, this thing, again, maneuverability, acceleration, just like, look how I can pin down their fucking team. I can spot them as soon as they move. And this is a really weird game. This usually doesn't happen the way it does. You usually have at least 1 or 2 tanks floor it over to the spot at, like, I don't know, D5, and every time you pop up to spot their tanks, you get wailed on by that tank just waiting for you. Or there's a tank in, like, let's see, E5 popping up, and he does the same thing that the person at D5 would do. But yeah, it's really weird how these people didn't realize that I was screwing them over as much as I was, and I don't know, it's just a weird game. And then I'm like out in the open but still spotting people and being undetected while I fire, so that was weird. You usually have a lot more to worry about when you're out in the open because there's so many angles that the enemy can shoot you from on the top spawn. So yeah, very weird. And the Grill 15 gave up a perfect spot because he had no support. Well, I guess it's not exactly the perfect spot then, is it? I take that back. But yeah, Grill 15 falls back. He did a good job. He played that very well. I bounce off the 430U side because spaced armor, and it probably hit the upper plate, to be completely honest. I'm waiting for that medium tank in C3 to actually pop up where I can hit him, because as soon as he pops up enough, he'll spot me. I know that based off of previous experiences. But, like, I can't hit this Grill 15. I'm getting a little frustrated. But then I look at my spotted damage, and I'm like, this might be my 3-marking game. So I just keep whittling away at anything I can shoot at sight on. And now the 279E is completely turned around, so I'm just going to ignore him because I can't pen him even with premium when he's front, or when he has his front to me like that. Try to get a free pennant onto the giant. Doesn't work out. Bounces off the ass end of his turret, apparently. And I'm just looking for free shots. They have a Grill 15 over there, and little do I know they also have a Stutzvan 103B. And I finish off the 2790 with standard rounds because fuck that tank. Oh, it's so funny. And then I get spotted. It's like, okay, ooh, I'm going to get some free shots on these kids. I'm paying attention to my map, making sure that nobody's going to target me while I target them. And then I get safe in this little corner and just start wailing on people. And that's great. I'm getting free damage. There's not a lot they can do. Wow, Leopard 1. Well done. Very well done. Does the Leopard 1 have heat or height? Or, goddammit, have heat or APCR? I think it has APCR for both rounds. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you cannot overmatch that Stutzvan 103B's upper or lower plate unless he angles funny. Very unfortunate for the Leopard. Do I get a free shot? There it is! As soon as he goes undetected, I hit him. But, yeah, a lot of bad things could happen right now. They still got a decent chunk of tanks left, and I could definitely be targeted here. I miss a free shot there, and then this machine comes right up behind me and bumps me. Very helpful. Very helpful players. Ooh, I hate people. Ooh, I hate people. Like, even if his intentions were to just help me out, like, why would you park right behind me? I don't think he had any good intentions. I'm gonna be honest. Ooh, look! A full health, well, a practically full health Super Conqueror out in the open. Thanks for giving me your bum, buddy. Really appreciate it. I think this one actually misses. Does it? Hell yeah. Oh, RNG, you such a prick. And this one flies true because that's what should have happened with the other shot, but it didn't for some reason. He must have had a shitty crew because he couldn't spot me from there. Wow. Especially after I fired. Like, what the hell? There's an E4. He could potentially one-hit me. There's a Centurion Action X. I want to go after this light tank. Do I get to kill the Centurion Action X? I think somebody else does. Yep. Death Star fucking wails on him. I've got a heat loaded, and I would have missed anyway. So, yeah. Very good game for 3-marking this tank. Not a mediocre one. Definitely don't feel bad about it. For some reason, it's still a first-class fuck-off game. But, yeah, that's very close to 9,000 damage combined. And, very proud of this achievement for 3-marking the Sheridan. Didn't expect to 3-mark this thing at least for a few more months or weeks, etc. Nor did I know I was that close to 3-marking it. But hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay nonetheless. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.